Good morning, everyone. I'm a little under the weather. Sickness has been going around my house here for a little over a week. It finally caught up to me, so haven't been able to do quite the videos that I want to do, but I want to do a couple first looks at a couple new tools that I actually purchased to add to my Metabo tool lineup, I guess is what you'd call it, but the tools that I have. So I was out getting ready to build these rooms in the basement, and in all my research, I found out that a right angle drill might be really helpful. Now, if you go to the Metabo site, they have right angle drills. Everyone has right angle drills. And you go look, and there's really expensive versions that are really powerful. You can get a 36 volt with Metabo. You know, DeWalt's got one, Makita's got one. They've all got these really high powered, that electricians, plumbers, they're gonna use those big old handle drive through. Well, for homeowners like me or homesteaders like us, you're not necessarily gonna need that even on a small project. So I tried to go a little cheaper, and I'm wondering if maybe I went too cheap. So I really like Metabo, you guys know that. So I bought this one here. This is an 18 volt version of a right angle drill. I bought it, let's be honest, to drill holes. That's why I bought it. Now, I have some auger bits that have been laying around here. You can see the shank. It doesn't match. So already, strike number one for me. But this is not brushless. So it has brushes. It is 18 volt. It works with the multi-volt platform. It was $119, which no battery came with it. Honestly, maybe a little pricey. I've been at Harbor Freight, and I honestly thought about getting the Bauer version of this because it's not a tool that I'm going to use a whole lot. It's really not. This project, a few projects here and there. But most of the time, I'm going to go with that powerful 18 volt drill that I was sent. So I just want to do a few tests here. Obviously, I opened it already. Sorry, it does have a handle if you want that for a little more stability, driving big holes. But I'm going to drill through a few boards here just to see what I think. And what I have to do that, I picked these up at Harbor Freight, guys. Bauer, they were on sale. I don't know if they're any good or not, but they're new drill bits, so they should at least drill pretty decent. Let's check it out. We're just gonna, for my purposes, excuse the glare coming off of the belt clip. For my purposes, I'm planning on just going through standard 2x4 material when I'm in my basement, you know, running wires. And hopefully most of the time I won't need it, but it's one of those tools where I think when you want it, it'll be really good to have. Guys, let me know if the video's a little better. I actually got a tripod, well, a stand, not a tripod, but a stand so I can use both hands. So let's see how this goes. Again, the model number on this is DN18DSL. And I'm a little bummed it's not brushless, but it's not brushless. It's $119, which is a lot of money in my opinion. But again, when you need a tool, you need a tool, right? So it's got this right here. For your switch, you do it slow. It's kind of like the angle grinder switch. So that's all it's got. It is not 2 speeds, guys. So you don't have the option to do a low end speed with more torque. That's also disappointing. Obviously, their bigger model has that kind of stuff, but it is like $300. And that's, for a tool that I might use a few times, honestly, the 119 is probably too much. Also, this is plastic. I don't like that. If I'm paying 119 bucks, give me the metal one, please. Hold on. All right, so I'm gonna start off with just a 1/2 inch hole. Let me put a few 2x4s together here and we'll see how this goes. All right, so I'm just gonna start with one. It's a 2x4 scrap, guys. Obviously, it's basically the same. I mean, if you were building a wall, obviously this would be held really, really well. I just want to test it out here to you guys. This is just a first looks. It's not a an in-depth review. It's just a few first looks, and then obviously when I'm building the rooms with using this, if I need it, that's when it'll be a good test of whether it's decent or not. For all you safety guys out there. I actually found these guys. These glasses have styrofoam on the inside, but it's ventilated, so it helps keep them from fogging up. $6 on Amazon. Okay, so I am through one already. And that there is where that handle comes in, guys. So at 1/2 inch, not really a problem. I feel like this is shaking a whole lot. Let me see if I can get the camera a little better here. I do apologize for the shaking. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot I can do about that. It's my table. When you have a chainsawed table, it's not exactly level and flat, but as you saw, 1/2 inch didn't have a problem there, guys. So I actually went pretty deep into the second board as well. Gonna go up a little bit and see how that does. So let's just go right to 3/4 inch. I think a lot of people will use that. So on this, the forward reverse is back here. I find that kind of a pain, actually. Now I may have come in with some bitterness towards this tool just because it's not quite the quality that I've come to expect, I'm afraid. But let's see how this goes, and hopefully I don't rip my hand off because I don't have the handle there. So here we go, 3/4 inch bit. So I'm through the one already. Don't do it this way. So honestly, guys, if you're running electric, that'll do it. On the 2x4, you know, there's definitely limits to how big of a hole you can put in there. So, so far these bits are pretty impressive. So that was 3/4 inch. I'll throw the 1 inch in there just to see, but honestly, I'm afraid I'm gonna rip my wrist off. But we'll give it a go here. So let me spin this. So we are not drilling in the same area. See, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't like the switch down here. I wish it was up here somewhere, because you're already holding it here. Then you got to lower your hand just to switch which way you're drilling. So this is 1 inch bit, guys. So you can see it 1 inch. Nope. So that's the limit, guys. Honestly, you're not gonna get, because you can't switch to that low end torque. So I would say at 1 inch it made it about halfway through that. That's it. That's all I got. So again, for Metabo, it's gonna do what I need it to do, guys. As long as I don't have, well, you know what? As long as I don't have a bunch of them lined up, I think it'll go through it. But that's gonna be my next test. I'm gonna nail some of these together, and I'm gonna see how far down I can go. Because what if you got a support carrying a header up above? Let's see how it goes. All right, so I'm gonna go back to my 3/4 inch and see if that can go through and how far it will go through. Here we go. It actually went all the way through, guys. It went all the way through. I'm shocked, delighted, but shocked. And now it's stuck. So easily, maybe not easily, it struggled some, but it went through three standard 2x4s. And again, I mean, usually that's gonna cut it, right? If you're carrying a 2x6 header or whatever up above, or if you have one that's that wide, I guess. It's enough for what I need it to do, guys. But honestly, for $119, I'd like to see a few more upgrades. So you do have a light right there. It's not a great light, but it's there. I'd love to see metal. Love to see the bigger chuck, you know, 3/8. Maybe give us 1/2 inch, or I don't know, 3/8 just isn't. I like to see the bigger one for sure. Now this does work with the 36 volt. Let me grab that here. So, and that, let's be honest, guys, this multi-volt platform is key for me. That's why I'm willing to buy a tool that maybe is a little expensive from Metabo in order to have the same system. You know, I think that's often not a lot of guys thought. As a homeowner, you'll see professionals, and I am not a professional. Don't claim to be. Don't go in the comments and say you're not a professional. That I know, my friend. Not a professional. Never claiming to be a professional. But you'll see professionals will use the same brand tool, the whole platform, whether they're Milwaukee, whether it's DeWalt, and there's a reason for that, guys. When I went to look at this drill, this right angle drill, right? I thought, hey, it's not for much. I don't need the expensive Metabo. I saw it was $119. Bauer from Harbor Freight was $30. And I believe it was, you get a tool, you get a battery. So I thought, oh, hard to beat that. But then you had to pay like, I think it was like $45 for the charger. So now I'm up around 90 bucks, I think, by the time you get taxes and stuff included. 90 bucks. Then I got a different brand battery, a different brand charger. This was 119, I believe. So I just told myself it's worth the extra money, that little bit of extra money, to not have a different brand of battery, to stay on the same multi-volt platform. So am I overly impressed? I'm a little impressed with what this can do so far. Obviously, there'll be more testing later. It's decent. It's a decent drill, but it's not the quality that I've come to expect from Metabo, and it could just be that this is an older version. I'm trying to find the year on here. Most of them will have that, and I'm not seeing it. But this is the other option. This is your cheaper option from Metabo if you're looking. If you already have the multi-volt platform, go ahead and get it. Yes, it will drill through 3 normal 2x4s. You know, it might stop once or twice and you have to start it up again. And I mean, I'm using a spade bit. It's probably not your best choice. So it's gonna put some work on it, and it did it. So if I did ratings, I guess I don't usually do ratings. Out of 10, I might give it a 6, maybe a 7. Does the job. Doesn't overly impress me, but it does what I need it to do, and it could use a few more features. Thanks for checking it out, guys. Hopefully my videos are a little clearer for you with this stand. And just thanks for coming along and checking out these tools, guys. This one I bought with my own money. And yeah, again, I'd say 6 out of 7. I think I'll go with 6 out of 7. I'm sorry, 6 out of 10. I will blame the sickness for my lack of mental abilities today. But yeah, I've only seen it online. I think Lowe's might carry it, but leaves a little to be desired, gets the job done. Take that for what it's worth. We'll catch you next time.